We move through our daily lives operating under a very comforting assumption that we are the sole authors of our public image. We curate our personas, keep our true intentions safely guarded, and assume that our private choices quietly evaporate into the past, unseen and unrecorded. Consider a thought experiment. Imagine if every secret thought, every harsh judgment, and every hidden action you took over the last 7 days was perfectly recorded into a physical ledger and dropped into your hands. If you were suddenly handed that record and told to read it out loud in front of the entire world, would you be eager to show them, or would you be utterly terrified? That reflexive spike of fear reveals the tension between the public masks we wear and the reality of who we are when we think no one is watching. Sūrat al-Ḥāqqah depicts the end of the world as a total rupture, a moment when cosmic structures collapse and all personal illusions are forcefully stripped away. At the center of this chapter is a striking anomaly. Two different souls stand in the exact same reality, facing the exact same judgment, yet they experience absolute opposites. One receives a fate of tremendous honor, the other complete degradation. The text makes it clear that this massive divergence is the sudden, unshielded manifestation of the choices those souls made while they were alive. The chapter begins with the saved soul. This person is handed their record in their right hand. Instead of hiding it, they react with profound joy, demanding that everyone around them read the honor they've received. This eagerness to be known aligns with the psychology of integrity. When a person's private actions align with their stated values, they experience no anxiety about being scrutinized. Their joy is the natural response of a coherent self. In the mystic tradition, this state is tied to muraqabah, or watchfulness. This soul lived with the constant expectation of being held accountable. Because they had already been living in the light of judgment, the arrival of the actual reckoning brings no fear. The physical experience of this soul reflects that internal peace. The text places them in an elevated garden where the fruits hang within reach, a direct answer to the difficulty of their earthly life. This exalted state is the harvest of the integrity they planted on earth. Then the scene pivots to the second soul. They receive their record in the left hand, the hand of rejection. They are immediately overwhelmed by the terror of sudden, inescapable self-knowledge. In life, this soul built a thick outer shell of extrinsic defenses, wealth and authority. Under the pressure of ultimate truth, these external layers dissolve, revealing a hollow core. Stripped of material illusions, the soul is left defenseless against the reality of its own nature. The physical consequences for this exposed soul are stark. They are seized, fed only filth, and left without a friend. The text identifies a specific root cause for this degradation. The soul did not urge the feeding of the poor. Caring for the needy activates empathy circuits in the brain. Hoarding resources refuses to recognize human worth. Thus, the connection snaps. Ibn Arabi suggests the soul's punishment, a 70-cubit chain, is its own selfish limitations made physical, a restrictive loop that binds the self. The afterlife finalizes the absolute isolation the soul had already chosen in life. These verses move the stakes from a distant future to the immediate present. The afterlife is the concrete realization of exactly who we are right now. The differences between the right hand and the left are being written today. Every choice to share rather than hoard, or to yield rather than dominate, is a sentence added to the record. The poet Rumi taught that we are constantly standing in front of the mirror of reality. With every interaction, we are deciding the ultimate form our soul will take. That record is currently being written. The question is, when the time comes to read it, which hand are you preparing to receive it with?